Hello and welcome to another quick update about ADA, Cardano. So for Cardano, we are still here evaluating if we can obviously hold the 40.2 cent level or not. If you compare, for example, the ADA chart with the Bitcoin chart, you immediately see that the ADA chart is much weaker. It is just purely weaker because of the fact that ADA dropped much more, also probably due to the negative impact of that testnet issue around the Vasil hard fork, but also there isn't really any more significant support left, whereas Bitcoin has several structural support levels in place still. ADA doesn't really, before it will go below 40.2 cents. So we're not far away from that. There's now a couple of options here how it can unfold at the moment. In terms of the bullish scenario, we can still see this here as a wave 1 and then an A overshooting wave B and then C down, and we might now be in this C wave in which I would expect one more low still. That ideal level for a wave 5 would be here the 42.1 cent level. If we go below 42.1, then we are also probably going to drop below 40.2 cents, and then we have made a new low. To be fair, if we drop just an inch below 42.1 cents, it's probably already goodbye for the bullish scenario. So this is a level that definitely needs to hold. Again, below that level, we probably will retest the 40.2, 40.3 cent level. And if we then make another low, then we're looking here at another higher level scenario. And then we have to clearly say that the higher level assumption here has not been working out. Okay, so maybe in the next video I can show you what would change here. So this so far has not been invalidated yet. If you remember the higher level wave count, we assumed that the wave 3 was in here. That's still possible. Wave 3 was in here, the higher level wave 3 that was on the 13th of May. We moved up in a wave 4 and we then came down in a wave 5. From here, we could track higher prices very quickly. We talked about higher prices that worked also out until we saw that strong sell-off here. And if we then go below this 40.2, 40.3 cent level, then all of this will have to be counted as a triangle. I'm just thinking how we will make that work. Yeah, you can then look at it as a triangle. I think that would then be the most likely scenario to make it work in the bearish scenario, basically. Advantage of the triangle is we do not necessarily need to crash down too much, but it would indicate that yes, this was probably the wave 3 on the 12th, 13th of May here, but the wave 4 was never finished. So we would then say, okay, this was probably just a wave A of a triangle. This here was the wave B. Then we moved up in a wave C. That might be what we're doing just now here. This is the wave D. And then we will move up in one more wave E. And this could be unfolding just now before we really come down very, very strongly. There might be another, no, there's not another way to count this, I think, but I will have a bit of a look later today, maybe tomorrow. If this is the case, then the wave 4 will end here and we will come down impulsively, and any 5 wave move to the downside could then be sufficient to end this correction in a wave 5. And the wave 5 would then be here. So this would be the bearish scenario, and that would very clearly say that the overall assumption that we had here was not correct. So let me just, but again, that is why I gave the bullish scenario only a 60% probability, not a 70, 80 or 90% probability, because these things can happen. We are still in an uncertain environment, and ADA was never able to finish off a wave 3, 4 or 5. We only saw a series of 1-2 patterns, which, as I said, didn't really increase the probabilities for the bullish scenario. So as long as we are holding here 42.1 cents, we can go with the bullish one. Even below that we can go with a bullish one, it will just get super unrealistic, unfortunately. So again, for anybody who wants to accumulate ADA, this will actually be good because it can be bought back cheaper. And then the first target that I would go with below the 40.2, 40.3 cent level from middle of July would be the 30 cent level, and that is the 88.7% FIB level. That should also be ideally the level that ADA holds, because any coin that drops below that level, it's not good for the coin. If it only drops below it briefly, not a major problem. If it stays below that level for a longer period, not ideal. So yeah, best would be to hold that level. It doesn't really matter if we go below it with a wick or during intraday or something, that's not a problem. But yeah, this is currently what ADA is doing, and unfortunately we may have to revise here the higher level wave count should we go below that 42.1 / 40.3 cent level, because below 40.2, 40.3 it will be definitely invalidated. Below 42.1 it will just get very unlikely that we are still in the bullish scenario. For now we can still go with it, but yeah, it's also getting critical. Now, for now, the most imminent wave count here, that's still all going according to plan. Yeah, we talked about the wave 4 here as a rejection area where we got rejected. And we're now looking at a few possibilities here. A couple of possibilities how this could now unfold. I'm still waiting for one more low in a wave 5 here. And that would be the sort of the bullish scenario, that we're just waiting here for one more dip in a wave 5 to go below 43.5 cents. If the wave 4 was already finished and this was the wave 1, this is a wave 2, and we come down in a wave 3, then it's pretty much guaranteed that we are going to go below 42.1 cents. Then we can already nearly say goodbye to the bullish scenario. The hope that we have here, or can have, is that this is just a triangle. An A, B, now we might do the C, there will be a D and an E, because then the wave 5 could be quite short. Yeah. So yeah, this is sort of the option that we have here. I'll just put it here so you can refer back to it. Okay, and that's my update about ADA. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership, and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.